हसरत है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
अच्छा सभी खुश राशि है, या पूछना पड़ेगा? खुश हो, पूछने की आवश्यकता नहीं है ना, है ही खुश। ऐसे है, माताएं खुश हो? हाँ, बहुत अच्छा। देखो कहाँ कहाँ से मेले में पहुंच गए। अच्छा चांस मिला ना, नहीं तो डेट का इंतजार करते रहते हैं। हमारा नंबर कब आएगा, हमारा नंबर कब आएगा। अभी तो खुला निमंत्रण था ना, सब ठीक रहे, अच्छी तरह से रह रहे हो, बेहतर अनुभव हो रहा है ना, कि थोड़ी थोड़ी तकलीफ है तकलीफ, तकलीफ हुई है, माताओं को हुई है, बुजुर्ग माताओं को तकलीफ नहीं हुई है? खाना लाइन में लगो तभी मिलेगा, लाइन लगाने में नहीं, थकावट नहीं होती, नहीं होती, मजा आता है। इतना बड़ा परिवार कब मिलेगा? तो परिवार को देख भी हर्षित होते हैं ना। भक्ति मार्ग के मेले से तो अच्छा है ना मेला, अच्छा है ना, बहुत अच्छा, मानो अच्छा है, अच्छा। और 2 दिन बढ़ा दे कि बस का खर्चा होगा। घर नहीं याद आएगा, नौकरी नहीं याद आएगी। अभी ये भी नई नई बातें, कुछ नवीनता होनी चाहिए ना, तो ये मेला भी एक नवीनता हुई, नवीनता का अनुभव कर लिया। अभी फिर पुरानी बातें थोड़ी होगी, कोई नई बात हो, नई बात पसंद आती है या पुरानी? नई बात अच्छी लगती है। अच्छा,
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे, रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे, आपकी ओर ही खींचे। रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में, रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Transform the atmosphere with volcanic yoga tapasya. The power to merge. When you sit in yoga, use the power to merge everything in a second. Let all thoughts of service be merged. Have so much power that as soon as you say stop, you are able to stop. Let the brake be applied fully, not just slightly. If it takes longer than a second, then it would be said that your power to merge is weak. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 19. Transform the atmosphere with volcanic yoga tapasya. Today's topic, the power to merge. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone okay? Everyone well? Yes? Yes. So happy to know each one of you, you are good, you are okay. Baba is actually asking, is it necessary to ask if we are happy or not? But I get feedback. Some say they really feel good when I ask, right? Because also we care for each other. And Baba said it's such a unlimited big family. So whenever there is big family, then there are a lot of little physical difficulties which we are able to tolerate or sometimes even enjoy it, right? For sometimes for sleeping, there are less beds. So then some sleep on the floor. I remember that once it was very common in India that we slept on floor. And of course, Baba is asking, in the old age, maybe it's little difficult. But actually, one could sleep very well on the floor. So once we were hosting Baba in Delhi, and I was part of that host team. That student was the center where I was, and we were hosting Baba. So it was very good house, a VIP person's place, but not that many rooms. So we gave one room to Baba and senior dadis, and so myself and two other sisters, we will go in the living room, and in the middle part we will sleep there. So Baba will come every morning at 3:30, and we will wake up, and then Baba will discuss few things in the morning, because about 2,000 Brahmins, and this I'm talking about in 60s. But it's just like there is such a big family, so some of the difficulties you don't feel it. We came to London. There was no bed in London. But we had this kind of wooden platform kind of thing, which was like a door. And from door, we made that as a bed for Dadi Janki. But then we, myself, Dr. Nimla, Jayanti, we all slept on floor. A very small room. But those days are also days where you enjoy yourself in some way. And after few months, we were able to get one room at the back. And I was the first one to get the bed. And Dadi Janki always said, one who can eat anything and sleep anywhere will get to do unlimited service. Right? Otherwise, first we have to think, if we are sending this person, it will be difficult for that person. That person needs a special kind of meals or needs a special kind of bed. So we have to think twice. And if that facility is not there, then we will not send that person, right? So it's really, really when Baba said this about a big mela in Madhuban, in Shantivan, I got reminded of so many, not that big mela, but with family, more members to eat, more members to sleep. So we all have to adjust and we enjoy that, right? We should not find it, it's very difficult. I think that I at least start thinking that there are two types of tolerance. One is of nature and sanskars, but other is physical tolerance also. When you do not have enough, I'm not talking about big facilities, but even enough basic facilities. So I think each one of you have to think, I definitely feel that I'm able to do, I don't know now, but I was able to do. But I definitely look for better facility because then I say, oh, if I have at least proper bed and now the food also, one can eat anything, but still. So we have to enjoy unlimited family, which is very, very important. Because we don't know, time might come when I know one time we had some storm, so there was no electricity heating. So only in one room we can put up different heater, whatever it was. And everyone has to be in that room. So some were sitting and sleeping, some were just lying down. So we were many of them in one room because heat was only in one room. Generally, we are not so many in one room. So I think each one of you know how much you can physically tolerate. But what Baba is talking about, again, the flame of yoga. Everyone really would like if I can have a total concentration within 1 second. So yesterday, Baba said, mind and intellect under control. So, same in that also, the point which Baba is bringing out today is power to merge. So, it is power of tolerance. And then what happens that what I went through 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it emerges when you see similar, not even you see the possibility, oh, that again I will have to go through that. So I feel that that pain or hurt or whatever was joy, both ways, they emerge. I don't know how many of you don't remember or don't feel something emerge. Last time it was like that. But now what Baba is saying, that you are sitting in yoga and a thought is emerging. And that thought actually is from past experience. So that means you haven't been able to merge. We used to discuss a lot with Mama, power to merge. Because she will never repeat past. She will never give reference of anyone. So sometimes we say, this one was like that, or this one was able to do that. But Mama never gave any reference to anyone. So we used to ask her, Mama, what is it merging? And nothing, we don't see anything emerging in you. Even not old sanskars, only knowledge yoga. Baba says this, or stay in Baba's remembrance. knowledge spoken by Baba all the time. One time we asked Dadi Janaki that whole day you keep giving points of knowledge. How it is possible for you to do it? And she said, because I have nothing else. So it is same like that. That means if I don't remember anything from the past, what I do, I am using only knowledge. So what I will think and speak is knowledge. I said, Mom, Dadi, how can all the time, you have hundreds of points? Then, और कोई बात है ही नहीं मन में. I don't have anything else in mind. So that is called embodiment of knowledge, right? Gyan Sarup. So I think that one of the way to merge is also possible if we have knowledge in the emerged form. Keep thinking about the knowledge, what Baba said. So when you keep thinking of knowledge, then nothing will from past emerge. You all can think about more points, but what I could remember from Mama and Didi Mohini was very beautiful. So it says that when you sit in yoga, use the power to merge everything in a second. Let all thoughts of service be merged, have so much power that as soon as you say stop, you are able to stop. Let the brake be applied fully, not just slightly. If it takes longer than a second, then it would be said your power to merge is weak. So again, what if there is knowledge in the emerged form or Baba's virtues in emerged form, then there is no chance for anything which is not necessary to emerge. Right? That if I say, oh, I shouldn't think like this. Why am I getting thoughts like this? And other is they don't emerge, right? I feel we can do it. It's practical. Emerging Baba's knowledge, Baba's virtues, what is our aim. Let that be in the emerged form. And then let everything else be merged in the soul. I think tomorrow when we practice, apply both and see what has remained emerged and what is merged. As soon as it emerges, it gets merged. That is from the past. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vyakti Parivar. Welcome to a Vyakti Journey, a Vyakti Parivar Chit Chat, conversations that open the heart and elevate the mind. So, welcome, dear angel brother, Brother Eric, welcome.
Om Shanti, dear Avyakti Parivar, Sister Mohini, everyone, loving greetings. And yes, we'd like something new. So today I'm in a different location. I'm in the central part of Canada, near a place called Winnipeg. And you know, Mohini Didi, I wish I could match your sanskaras and your stage all the time. But today I can match your flowers. So we have the same flowers as the one behind. So it's a good start. Maybe if I match the flowers, maybe my stage will also match. So you can see, I'm like this, I'm almost looking like you. So I'm getting there. I'm making progress. Someone should hold a flower like this and I will look like you. So greetings from that beautiful location in Canada, central part with Winnipeg. And I'll show you, I'm not alone in the room. So we have a whole nice little group of angels. You can all say hello to Didi. And yes, we are, it's a beautiful group here. And we are doing exactly what you were mentioning about earlier. You know, that sometimes you have to adjust. And we are in a location where there's not so much room, so everybody's squeezed, and some are sleeping on the couch. And so they are going to claim the price of being called anywhere because they are real yogis and adjusting very well. So it's just good that you were talking about it earlier. So anyway, nice to connect again, Didi, and you know, where I'm listening to this beautiful idea that you said that things can merge if we keep the knowledge emerge. Now, if I think of, yes, knowledge, but also what about powers and virtues? Are they helping me to merge also certain things in me? If I keep not only knowledge, but virtues and powers in an emerged form, will they help me to also keep other things merge in me?
Actually, when you have knowledge in the emerge, knowledge is actually powers, no? In the sense of every point of knowledge is a power. When I think of drama, past is past, so the power to merge. So like every point is changed into a virtue and power. Because what is knowledge? You know, knowledge ultimately converts into the virtues and powers. So that means whichever point of knowledge is emerged, that power is also in the emerged form. We can think about it, but actually power and virtues are not separate than knowledge.
Mhm.
As soon as we think of knowledge, one power with that point will emerge also.
Yes, we will think about it. It's very fascinating. I told you one day, I feel you bring to us a fresh meal every night. So to me, this is a new spiritual soup. I have to think about how to
No.
think of emerging knowledge, but merging thoughts that come from past and old sanskars. I think it's quite, it's a new little yoga posture, I think, that we should learn.
Do you agree with this about powers and virtues?
Absolutely, yes, you're right. It's just that I still see sometimes as if they are not separate, they're connected. But I like the idea of seeing the virtues and powers merged into knowledge, which makes me think that if knowledge doesn't reflect virtues and powers, maybe it's not accurate knowledge, or we're not keeping it in an emerged form, and that's why the virtues and powers are not manifesting.
Let's say there is an electrician, he has knowledge of how to fix electricity connections. So when there is blackout, we tell electrician to come and he fixes it. But if he cannot fix, what kind of knowledge he has, right? If there is a doctor, a lawyer, knowledge is power, no? Knowledge is virtue. So if it is not visible, that means who will believe that you have knowledge? You can give a long lecture and after that something says something and you get very upset. So who will believe that you have knowledge, right? But if you stay very calm and very loving, still even if you are, defamed or something, people will know that you have power of knowledge, or power of yoga. Everything is really power, right?
Hmm. We were having a lovely little chit chat just before joining the sweet Adhyakti Parivar team, and some thoughts were very interesting, and I thought you could give us some insights. And many who are here in the West, in Western countries, come from India, and many of them are sometimes younger generation studying, working in Canada, and their parents, their relatives are still in India. And sometimes, they discover that in the West, things are a little bit different, and they adjust. And someone was mentioning to me, for example, if she doesn't mind, I won't name you, but someone was saying that, they had a nice little outing and they had to, go and visit someplace. So they were wearing a little bit more casual clothes, I would say. And by showing to her relatives in India, then the reaction was, oh, this is not right. You shouldn't, someone shouldn't wear. There's nothing wrong, but maybe sleeves were not 95% going to the wrist. It was maybe 80%. And maybe the pants were not reaching the foot completely. There was little margin. So the parents said, this is not accurate. Sometimes it's about clothing. Sometimes it's about other things. So there's a little difference sometimes from, Indian perspective, or maybe the way the yagya is in India and what happens in the West. How would you suggest us to think about it and to cope with that? Should we just not show pictures to our relatives in India, or change our clothing?
There are two things. Parents have to be sensible that children have, wherever they are, they have to become part of society. So sensible parents will say, well, that's the style there, but children also be very, very much thinking about their family tradition. So I think that they will not cross the boundaries. This is a small thing, but I know that when many younger generation, of course, people are in Gyan, but those who are not in Gyan, they start eating, food from outside, or once in a while they eat something non-veg. So some parents say, but they have to go to school, they have to be in university. It's like they cannot be strangers, So they try to be part of society, whether it's wearing clothes, whether it is eating some things. And I think that they have to know that they cannot be completely in a strange way, right? So parents and children have to have that understanding. And children also, you don't, if you are doing something which is not right, then don't send those pictures to parents. because there is this fear in India, not that much now, that we don't know what they will do. No, I once shared with you all that one time I asked Dadi Prakashmani that how do you trust that we went out and we won't be influenced and in our ways and all that. And she said, no, I trust you. That's why I send you. So children also should try to see that parents can trust them, and parents also should trust children that they're not doing anything wrong, but they are adjusting in society. Right? Because I noticed that very quickly, maybe to be part of society, people change their style of clothes and all that. One is to have little bit, casual, but even regularly, even in India, I see. So when I see in India, when I say here, how quickly they adopt to the changes, I don't want to mention it, but when I notice and I feel they have to live like that, because if you are in a society where the kind of pants which are common and you are wearing your pajamas, so it definitely won't suit to be part of the society. So children shouldn't worry about it, but keep to your at least some maryadas. And parents should also be, unlimited by thinking that our children, if we have sent them there, they have to live there. So they have to be a part of society, right?
Yeah, because some sisters were mentioning, or brothers too, where they don't know sometimes even how to dress properly when they go to work. Here it's so fashionable. In India it is also, but here the norms are different, and they feel that sometimes they don't know anymore if we should please, the people at work, and then take a chance to not please the sisters at the center. So there's sometimes a bit of confusion where to find the balance between this lockic pressure of fashion and the allokic pressure of absolutely no fashion.
Mhm. I think that they have to maintain some standard where they are, and like I find they have these days girls and men, they all wear little bit tighter pants, tighter in the sense of especially legs, and they look like sometimes like Nirvana used to wear, that churidar pajama, but then not too many of that, but it's very narrow. I say it's like they're wearing India's dress, pajama, but that pajama, So I think somewhere we have, it's okay. I don't see there is a big problem in that. So they should tell the
For me,
parents.
I tried, Didi, I tried when I was younger in Gyan. I liked so much Nirvana's pants that I had a pair for myself, but my feet are so big, I couldn't take them off anymore after that. And I thought that was not very easy to wear. They're so tight, I kept wondering, how did they put their feet into it? But yeah, this is a deep question now. But I was wondering, what happens sometimes it's, yes, there's the wearing and the clothing, but sometimes it's about, in the West, there's sometimes the sisters or brothers here, they feel inspired to pursue their career maybe a little bit more, having something more, how to say, more enthusiasm for their profession. And sometimes they check with their parents who are surrendered in India, and they may feel the pressure to say, well, you might want to be more simple and not pursue your career the way you are doing now. So where is the balance in that field of choice?
Some problem with internet?
Yeah. That's the speaker.
It froze. Huh?
Yes, no, it's the yeah, it should be working now. That is the speaker. Hear me well?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, the thought sometimes is not so much the physical clothing, but also it can become the objective in their career. That's coming to the West. There's a little bit more enthusiasm to pursue a career, to have a family or whatever, or do it a bit differently. And when they check with their Lockic family who are surrendered in Gyan in India, they make different opinions. So where do you see we can reconciliate?
But then if the children, some came on their own, but parents sent them. So what was the purpose? The purpose was their higher education, good profession. So they have to allow. But what children have to do when they go back and they are with parents for holidays, don't wear same kind of clothes. Why I'm saying that I have experienced in my family that, the kind of clothes this sister wear here, when she wore there, her mother or mother-in-law felt, because the maid of the house, like they were all Christians there in India, most of the maids. So they wear those kind of dress. So she will tell daughter, I don't see difference between maid and you. So please wear Punjabis, wear proper clothes. She said, what's wrong? What's wrong? So I was there luckily in the family, it's family. So I told her that I agree that in West you need to wear this because of being active and you can't walk with saris and all that. But you are at home now, you are in holidays. So why don't you wear what your culture is so that parents are happy, in-laws are happy. They don't think you are like a maid coming in the house. So sometimes it happens that, some young people show off. Oh, we are coming from America, I'm coming from Canada. So they do things like that, which definitely uh, parents are not very comfortable. So I will suggest them that yes, you should come. You have come here for a pursuit, and you should continue. But when you go to India, you know that ego of that what you adopted here shouldn't be there. But you should go and be at home as you were in your dresses, which are according to our culture in India.
How was your experience with Mohini, Didi? Because for you, you've been living in the West for a long time. But I feel that also when you go back to India, I mean, they don't call you the Didi of the West, right? Or the Didi of New York. They may call you the Statue of Liberty in the living form, but you still maintained, a very powerful connection with your original, I would say, culture in India, but without making that culture of India foreign in front of us, because I never felt from you that you were, from an old school or from a too conservative Indian background. So how did you maintain that balance?
When I am what I am from very beginning, whatever I wear, exactly same I was wearing. I haven't changed in any way, any external. But I think what happens, as I said, that people go with that attitude that I am modern, like I am from, this is how the West is. So some of them kind of show off that, influencing other members by thinking, oh, you are very tradition. You don't know what is world. We know, so it's attitude more. But many, when I go to India, many young ones, those who were little and now they grown up, they come sit very close to me and they touch my everything. Sister Mani, you are still so Indian. So I said, I didn't go to become American. I went to give Baba's message, and I want them to be like me, not I have to be like them. So I always had a lot of self-respect. I remember that one time one person at immigration, and I was very new, said, ma'am, why you have to wear 6, 7 yards of clothes on your body? I said, you cannot say that. This is my culture, this is my tradition, and this is what I wear and I will wear, even if I am living here. So some people even directly, when you are young, you are new immigrant, say something. But I was never offended, or I just was in my, this is what I am, this is my royalty. But you will be surprised if we go to Middle East, or we first time we were at UN, Dadi Prakashmani was visited. So we were about 12, 15 of us with Dadi, some with Dadi, some of us from New York. So many people were taking photos, so many cameras. You will be surprised, we were 12 and we had 30 people taking our photos. So if you keep your self-respect, respect your tradition, and then you see people really are very, very impressed by that. And like Bhumi Ben, she wherever she going now, she go with the Rakhi. Oh, I want to tie this. Oh, you're giving me a bracelet. Okay, okay, give me. Then she starts saying, this is point of light. You are so, you have to. So I am listening to her. And all of them, even doctors, nurses, receptionists, oh, where is my bracelet? I tied you last year. You remember? Oh, I still have that. Surprisingly, the collecting bracelets, they have on the wall their blessing from every time we go, maybe every few months. So I think if you keep to the respect you for your traditions, people enjoy different traditions, right? They don't really want you to be in the same clothes, you know. But we feel kind of inferior sometimes, and we think, oh, we have to be like them. And I always thought they have to be like me, not I have to be like them. You know. So
The other side of the other side of the coin sometimes is also double foreigners who want to adopt so much Brahmin culture or Indian culture sometimes, or just feel nice that many want to wear kurta pajama for brothers, sari for sisters. And I know one day we had a conversation about, is it the right thing to do when we're in Montreal or somewhere, and then suddenly people see all these foreigners in saris and kurta pajama outside on the street. And so where is the balance for us on the other side, Western double foreigners who want to adopt another culture in a way? Do we also have to pay attention, or is it just if my stage is good, even me, I can wear a sari and I will do lots of service and people would take pictures and it will be good, or it doesn't work that way?
no, I think like in New York when we came, and because there are many like Hare Krishna, there is other one, I don't remember the name. They're all disciples, followers wear saris, not white but colored saris. So most people thought they are Hare Krishna or they are, But so what we decided that brothers will be wearing white when they have to come to class, not necessarily whole day. When they go to job, they should wear white, but could be white pant and white kurta, not necessarily pajama. Because at that time, people always thought it's like a night dress. So in Manhattan, we had parade. We were very new, big parade and the Independence Day parade. And we had so many people. And there were many of them in pajamas. Why these people have to be in the night suits? Why they? And then also crossing the road to come to Harmony House. So we just decided that, not wearing kurta pajama, but wear, white dress, proper white pant and white shirt or white kurta. So I would suggest them to keep to some kind of, decent in the sense of not wear regular pajamas on the road, but some do it. Like in Toronto at the airport, all the brothers are wearing kurta pajama, and time also has changed now. So they see them as Hare Krishna or whatever, but they do wear. But in New York, we have little bit of, they just wear white and still they are okay. So I will definitely not recommend you to wear sari because
Gee, I was just thinking that would be nice, to change a little bit. I would definitely suggest you not to wear sari. I will remember that as a beautiful blessing.
you have to wear white.
Once or twice, and it was for you, Mohini Didi, for a cultural program. So I will not do it again. Next 5,000 years. Okay, I'll do that in 5,000 years. But thank you, because it is sometimes a little question. I know there was a time when we even thought maybe Westerners should redesign a new outfit for Westerners. So maybe beige pants for brothers, white shirt, having nice clothes, but not something that create those kind of thoughts where one of my big boss saw me. I was sharing earlier. One of my boss saw me one day and outside with my shawl and my whites. And when I came to the office, he said to everyone, "Oh, Eric, I just saw you on your pajama with your towel on the sidewalk. How did you come all dressed now to work?" I said, "That was not my night dress, and it was not my towel." He thought I was coming out of the shower and being in a cuckoo mode on a sidewalk.
But there are some, many times I always say, people will think what they have to think. You do what is right, So we cannot be also too much bothered. But of course, it's not you have to walk with your towel and be in pajamas. But definitely, I feel that I should be comfortable and let people think what they're thinking, how it shouldn't bother me also. Right?
So you see, the beautiful thing about Toli is they look good in India and in the West. There's no need to change the recipe. So we have, from the heart of everyone here, they have offered beautiful tolis that we share with Avyakti Parivar. I'm always wrong with the words, but I think it's forms of ladus. Ladu, basin ladu, but it's square. Ladu.
Yes, a square one.
Oh, it's a square ladu and a round ladu. So a square and round ladus.
No,
You cannot be
laddu,
wrong. You cannot be wrong with ladus. Square and round.
laddu is always round.
Yeah, that's what I told them. I told them it was usually wrong.
Other one is called
Oh, Basin Barfi now. It has changed the name. Totally different name.
we have something new.
Oh, good.
It's called balushai. Balushai.
Sure. Okay. Ready. Thank you.
We made it for Bhog today. Balushai. And we also had almond toli like we gave you. Something
Yeah.
for everyone, all Raksha Bandhan. Today we had for New Jersey, about 175 people came and we gave them that almond burfi, which you all were given in a little basket, but
Right.
this is like an individual piece, very tasty. If somebody is coming, we will send to Winnipeg.
All right. Well, I have only 4 left in my box. I don't know who I will give them to, but maybe Anne will get one. Maybe Lionel will get one. And the brother who slept on the couch, I think he will get one. My Didi, yes.
I'm sure. What about Brother Leonard? He will get one. He got one.
Yes, that's for them. My Didi, thank you so much. You're really amazing. So thank you. And I like the matching dress. I mean, matching dress, I'm not allowed, but matching flowers, no, I know I'm allowed. So Om
Okay.
Shanti, everyone, and good night. And everyone is saying good night as well here. So Anne is here. Good night, Didi. Om Shanti.
Good night, Om Shanti. Red and yellow.
Yeah. Same as you. Same as you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, Didi, and thank you, Brother Eric, for making us laugh. Yes, we enjoyed. And now let's go through tomorrow's schedule. Tomorrow is Sunday. So Amritvela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by Hindi Sakar Murli. Continues with the meditation Bhog offering and then English Avek Murli until 9:30. Translation will be available In the evening, 6 p.m., meditation will start in this series. Tomorrow, please make sure, please make a note that our timing for Hindi series is changed because of World Meditation Hour. So Hindi series will be from 6:15 to 6:30 p.m. and then World Meditation Hour from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., which will be very special. We all together in Avyakti Parivar will do this World Meditation Hour and then English series and Avyakti Journey. So that's the program for tomorrow. And again, to remind you all that 25th of August is Dadi Prakash Maniji's day. We will be offering Bhog in Avyakti Parivar together. And also we will celebrate Raksha Bandhan on 30th of August in the evening, offering Bhog and celebrating Rakhi. Okay, now let's do Avik Murli. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Avik Murli is from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. June 10th, 1971. Avyakt Murli. A searchlight is the means to prepare the field of service. What speciality will each Pandava show? In terms of souls, all of you are Pandavas and also Shaktis. Do you know your own speciality? Constantly maintain your zeal and enthusiasm and a stable stage. No matter how much others try to defeat you through many things, when you speak a few powerful words and give them powerful drishti, whilst being an embodiment of experience and stabilizing yourself in a powerful stage, they will consider themselves to be paper lions. It will be just as it has been shown in the images of the goddesses when devils came to oppose them in a fearsome form. They became like animals, that is, totally senseless in front of the goddesses. No matter how important or sensible others may be, no matter how many forms they may try to adopt in front of you, in front of your being an embodiment of experience and your drishti of soul consciousness, they will consider themselves to be senseless. No matter how many types of form they may try to adopt in front of you, people have always portrayed a buffalo under the feet of the goddesses. Why? No matter how sensible and knowledgeful someone considers himself to be, a buffalo is completely senseless. They will come in front of you with one form, and they will go away from you in another form. A memorial of the Shaktis has been shown of how devils came to oppose them in a fearsome form. And when the arrows from the Shaktis hit them, their form changed. This is why you must always remember that you have become instruments of the Almighty Authority, that you are the messengers of the Almighty Government. When you discuss anything with anyone, do not allow your mind to be disturbed. Those people are able to read thoughts with the power of science. This is why, even if you hear anything, you must not allow yourself to be disturbed. You must not allow there to be a difference between your face and the stage of your mind. Simply remember this mantra. Just as when you are not able to control something with words or with any other method, you chant a mantra or perform magic. So when you see that something has come in front of you, use your vision of soul consciousness and the mantra of Man Mana Bhav, and they will then become a buffalo from a lion. You know how to use magic, do you not? All the systems began here. The use of mantras and powers all emerged from here. You can make your thoughts take a practical form through your vision of soul consciousness. They have occult powers, whereas here you attain success through using the accurate method. There is just a slight difference of words. Occult power is only for a temporary period, but the correct method of remembrance brings eternal success in your thoughts and actions. Those people use occult powers, whereas you attain success in your thoughts and actions through the method of remembrance. Acha, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.